Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Idaho. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. First of all, if you recall from the previous episode, we were working away at field 36. We were spraying a little bit of liquid slurry there. And we currently have the system rolling. So we got the Case Steiger. Well, he is not doing anything at this exact moment because I think I just left him here. But we're spraying with this guy at the moment, and we have... oops, that's the wrong button. This guy is currently supplying us with liquid slurry with our new Garant coat supply tanker. Love that thing. It looks so slick. And what else do we have here? That's, oh, we have this guy right here. He's currently just sitting here supplying stuff. And let's lower this down. I think it's Z... I always forget which button it is. There is a button to do it. Oh, there it is. L. You really... Oh, is that right? I guess that's supposed to be right there where the key is. Huh. And that what looks like a key slot. Anyways, good. Let's continue fertilizing our crop here. And of course, the reason why we need to do this is because we have the soil mod installed, and when we have the soil mod installed, things are good. Alright, let's see here. Turn this on, line it up, set it to the right thing. Perfect. Oh, I just need to back up here for a second. I just need to bring this information up. Is it? Yep. Okay, good. Because if you recall from the previous episode, I talked about this thing. If you put it on the right way, it will actually use up a lot less slurry, which is really nice. So as you can see, we're only putting down about 10 meters cubed per hectare, which is a lot less than we were before. And like I said, hopefully that is sufficient enough for this, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Actually, you know what I could start doing? I could get this is slurry. What's the pH level like here? Extreme acidity? Wow, really? Okay. That's a bit annoying. I guess when we get them starting to plow, I suppose. See, the annoying part is right now, this is the only tractor I could use for plowing, in reality, really. Because, of course, it's the only tractor that can pull the... Oops. Oh, well, this is corn. It's really in my way at the moment, but, oh, well. Can I go at level 2? I am at level 2. Gotta love the way this thing turns. It's so funny. Such a boat to turn. It's like, ugh. Anyhow, it is funny to watch turn though. So, but I guess the idea behind the way I have it set up right now in this particular is I have it set to a lower. I think this is an RPM, and I also have it so it sets to. I'm not sure what the duo shift stands for, but I think it goes for the delivery system. So it's set to not minimum, but just vertically drop it down instead of like a spray, I guess. That's the idea. But because I have it set to this, can I go faster than this? I guess 20 kilometers an hour is probably the max. That's going to be my guess. No, I can go faster. Oh, that's pretty fast, actually. Alright, where are we here? Good. Looks like we're missing a tinsy-wincy bit here. Oh, just looks that way. Anyways, so yeah, I guess you can go pretty fast this. I guess the maximum you can go is about 30 clicks, which is pretty quick actually. I don't think in reality you would go 30 clicks, so I'm going to stick around between 15 and 20. I think that's a good speed. So, it's funny, well, by the time this video goes live, I'll probably already started playing on the Missouri map, or the Missouri, how do you want to say it? Anyhow, so that will go live, or will have been put live by the time this is going up. That's going to seem like a really strange statement, actually, because when this goes live, sorry, that's totally a grammar thing. Using that particular grammar tensor won't make sense because it will have... well, for me, that's what I would have to say, but it hasn't gone live yet for you guys, but I've already recorded it, so I don't know. Anyways, it's gone live. Let's just say that. Alright, so let's grab this guy right here. And if you look at our animals, they're a bit low on water. Well, at least I'm not sure what they are. It's funny, I would have thought that we would have more animals by now, actually. I'm kind of surprised we don't have that many more. Because if you look at the numbers, it actually is... it's taken 4 days to go through the process, and normally you'd get a ton of animals in 4 days. But I guess the mod authors thought about that. I don't know if you can hear them outside. Some people were like yelling outside. It's kind of funny. I don't know what they're saying. It's not a bad yelling. It sounds like happy yelling. I don't know. I can't tell. Anyways, all I can hear is the rumble of this truck primarily. But they're yelling about something. Anyhow. Actually, what I was thinking of, we're getting close to the point where we're going to be able to afford a new baler. And I think at this point we are going to upgrade... We are going to upgrade from our small rounds, 4-foot rounds, to larger ones. But we do need I'm going to try and use these up soon, I think. Having said that, we do need to give our animals a little bit of TMR. Where's our... Here we are. I think I left the mixer over there. I do love this tractor, man. This thing's cool. Actually, I noticed TCGG Rob has started an old school series of his own. He's doing like a little Let's Play on the old family farm. And the funny part about that is I played on the old family farm a long time ago now. So it's just kind of funny to see it come out again. Actually, there's a couple people playing on it. Who else is playing it? A Kick to the Head. That's his Google Plus name. He's playing it right now too. I think it's on episode 47 or something. It's pretty high up there. And I think he's put a little what do you call it? Limitation, I guess you would call it. And he's basically said he's not going to take any machines over a certain horsepower. I think it's 50 horsepower. I think he said. Do we have any? Oh, that might be a bit of a problem. Do we have any silage? Ooh, we don't. Not in the system. That's a bit annoying. Let's fire this guy up here. I don't know how much of a difference it makes when the animals have maximum productivity or not in this map. Every map's a little different, I've discovered. Some maps it makes a big difference. Well, it would be a big difference in most scenarios. Oops, I guess I got it. Nope, I guess I don't. This time? There we go. It's funny, like I've said a bazillion times before, you'd be able to tell when you actually hit the bale a bit better. And you can kind of like move around your seat a little bit better in real life, whereas in this, you can't really tell at all. Alright, here we go. That should be in. I think that's in. There we go. Good. Excellent. Yeah, so it's kind of been interesting to see some of the different people play on the maps. Like I know, going back to what I said about TCGG Rob, he's playing on the old family farm there, and seems to be enjoying himself so far. He's using the Ferguson system. Somebody with a loud exhaust out there. Sounds like a motorcycle. Probably a big old Harley. Nothing wrong with that. I know some people don't like people with their loud exhaust, but you know, it's all good. Doesn't bother me that much. If I was right beside it and he did it, that'd probably bother me a little bit more, but anyways. Yeah, so TCG Rob's doing a Let's Play on Old Family Farm, and as I said, he's using the Ferguson system, which is kind of cool, so that's really old school technology. Like I know when I played on it, I used, did I bail at all? Actually, I did bail. Close to the end, I used a Class Quadrant, I think it was called. No, not a Class Quadrant, a Class Roland, it was called. And that was a pretty cool little baler. It only made small 4-foot bales like these, though. It didn't make big dogs. Or big bales. I don't know why I called it big dogs there. Didn't make big bales, let's just say that, shall we? Is that going to fall in there? Boom, nice. So, anyways, it should be interesting to see what he's going to do with that. So, we'll see what happens. Alright. Let's grab this bale right here. It's funny, I think in real life, if I were to have a farm, I think what I would do is I would probably have something like a bobcat, only because they are quite versatile in terms of what you can do with it. Like, for example, if you have animals, you can use the bobcat really easily to clean out your barn and whatnot. I've actually, my brother-in-law has lent his bobcat out a couple times for that reason. Although one of those, oops, how did I speed up that quickly? One of those times, his bobcat came back broken, which he wasn't so happy about. And I think it sat in the shop for quite a long time because lots of other things going on, basically. Alright, that's all we can do here. That is not... I don't think we do have silage, but the only silage we have is at the BGA at the moment. Which is not really helpful for us at all. Yeah, it really isn't. Well, what are we going to do about that? I guess we could drive this to the BGA. Oof, it's a long drive. I can't believe I don't have any... See, the silly thing is, if I drive underneath that silo, it's going to mess up my money. Because every time I've done it, I've driven underneath that silo there. I have gone from whatever money I have, which is in this case is 90,000, down to like $1 for whatever reason. Never understood the reason why. This is a bit silly to do this, but I guess this is the only way I'm going to get a total TMR ration at the moment. So what I could do actually is, let's see here, forage, B4, and do it this way. And then stop at last pointer trigger. And then I can continue on with my spreading of the slurry. Excellent. And hopefully I'll be able to know when that guy's there. I'll have to check on him in a second, probably. Alright. I think this thing has the dirty script on it. I never really noticed it before, but it looks like the pipes are getting a little bit dirty there. It's a nice little slurry spreader, I have to admit. I don't know, like I've said, it's probably my favorite. Oh, this is something I've been thinking about the last little while, and I just want to run it by you guys because I was thinking about it, and I'd like to include you guys in some of these things. I was thinking about making like someone suggested this a while back, and it's kind of been going through my head, of like my top mods for Farming Sim 2013. I forget who mentioned it, but they mentioned, doing something like, top mods of 2013 and whatnot. If that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. Leave a comment below if that's something you'd be interested in. How far is he? Still got a ways to go yet. Let's go level 2. Yeah, so let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. So I'm just going to do 20 kilometers an hour because that seems a bit more realistic, I think. I don't know, I think I've been told this multiple times now, how fast you're supposed to be spreading slurry. If I remember right, I think they said like 9 miles an hour, which I think would be closer to 15, I guess. So let's just do 15. Because that seems about right. I think it really depends on your setup too. Actually, here's an interesting question, or interesting thought at least. How do you determine how fast you can go in a vehicle? Oh, here we go. Good. Like, how do you determine how fast you can go in a vehicle? Like, really? A lot of the times, I think it's determined by what type of... Where is that? Is the front runner way back in there? Oh, it is. That's why I can't see him. A lot of times, it's determined by, just the horsepower of the vehicle to a certain extent. In the sense of, how fast can it pull it? But I think it comes down to a little bit like how fast is it effective to pull it as well? Because sometimes it's not necessarily always effective to go faster. Oh, that's actually not too bad. It actually makes your life a bit easier with this high tip bucket. I don't know how much of it's going to go in. Let's just see here. Oh no, it's going in. Let's just see, is that a... Ah, I knew it. Not enough silage, too much straw. Should have remembered. I don't know if you can or not. I know, for those people who follow Farmer Beavis, He plays with Hitman and Fadman sometimes. He's actually messing around with a mod from... Oh, that's interesting. He's messing around with a mod from Mod Hoster. It's a mod that kind of lets you customize your BGA a lot more. I mentioned it before, and since mentioning it, I found out that he was actually playing with the mod himself already, and he was trying out how it works and whatnot. And it's really interesting because you basically have to come to your BGA every single day. He speaks German, which is nice for some of the mods that are like that. Yeah, now we got totally TMR. Good, so let's move this guy out of the way here. And let's put him back on his course. And, I guess I could send this guy on his way too. Let's just send him on his way. I'll just have to keep an eye on him, I guess. Anyways, so the way it works apparently is you can put different things into the BGA. So you can put things like sugar beets, you can put things like some of the crops in there too, and you basically have to manage your BGA biodigester. Just because what happens is if you don't, it basically takes a while to like restart. I think it takes like a full day to restart or something. It's really cool the way it sounds, based on what I've heard from him at least. It sounds really interesting. It's a shame that it's coming this late in the game, but that's the way some things work. Like, for example, you look at how long the soil mod's been around for in comparison to how long Farming Sim's been around for. And the difference is, quite a lot because, of course, Farming Sim's been out for ages now, whereas the soil mod hasn't been around for nearly that long, so it's always interesting. Another interesting point, though, if you compare this map to the Missouri map, it's funny, they're both from American Eagle modding, but the difference in terms of, this is a withered field as well, so I don't care about driving on it. But if you look at the difference in terms of quality, I'm pretty surprised actually, because just some of the smaller things really is what I've noticed, like the roads being really slick. I've noticed a few things on this one as well, just in terms of stuff like there's that one field, I think it's field 1, that or I should say where we have there's a big ding in the field there. So is there a great demand? I don't know if there is, because we have lots and lots of canola. Let's just check. Why am I in here? Wheat. There's a great demand for wheat. Okay. What do we got here? It's funny, because when I'm switching back and forth between this map and the other map I'm playing on in Missouri, there are some slight differences in the way things are set up. Like this map technically is for soybeans or the train depot, really? It's recovered? Anyway, sorry, I was like, whoa! Alright, I'm just gonna check on this guy, because I guess he's close. Look at that timing. Alright, yeah, so there are some differences. So, like, for example, some of the... How do I say this? Some of the finer points, I guess. This map's... I guess the final point I'm trying to make is this map's nicer in the end. Anyways. I don't know, it just seems like it's strange. This map just seems like it has a bit more... to be a bit strange, just use a French expression called je ne sais quoi, which means I don't know what it has, but it's got something. It has a nice feeling. I don't know, when you're playing this map, it just looks nice. Some well thought out systems, I guess. I don't know. Gonna need to deal with this manure again soon. All right, so let's give our piggies half here again. Actually, let's give our cows a bit more. Let's give them 40% here. There we go. And we'll give the rest to our cows. These are the pigs, of course. It's funny, up here in my animal hut, it doesn't show like I'm doing anything, but of course, That's because it's all pigs there. But anyway, that's the reason why I say it doesn't look like I'm doing anything. But anyhow. Oh, I should show you something actually. Let me just. So I found a new mod the other day. I guess it's a while ago now. Oops. Let's go the other way, Ian. I found a new mod the other day, and it's actually a pretty cool mod. The only problem is, where is it? This guy right here. The only problem with this is a Kenworth T800, just like this Kenworth that I have right now. The only difference is this one is a this is 2007 model. This is a 2014. Scripts for American Eagle modding. Oh, that's interesting. But this one's an MR version, which is a bit of a problem for those people who don't play MR, like myself. But you can DMR a mod if you have the will or the way to do it. It's not terribly difficult. So I have actually DMR'd that mod, so I may bring it in at some point. It's pretty nice. I think I have to adjust some weight issues, I think, on it now, because now that it doesn't have the more realistic engine in it, doesn't seem to like some big bumps. Oh, just enough. All right, let's turn that off. Let's grab the truck real quick, because that's been just sitting there idling. And let's give the animals a little bit of water before I forget about it again. I don't know how many times I've forgotten about this. It's the pigs that need the water. I guess pigs use more water than the cows. I don't know. Anyhow. Let's just do this. Perfect. It's funny, I was watching Care Bear 76's live stream the other day, and he did a live stream on, what was it on? Euro Truck Simulator. So, and it always makes me think, because some people have said for me, I've asked, in the past, what other games would you guys like to see me play, and one of the ones that inevitably comes up is Euro Truck Simulator, which isn't a bad game. I tried the demo and didn't like playing with a mouse and keyboard very much, which is actually how Care Bear plays, which is interesting. Anyways, but just made me think about that and adding. If there's any other games I might want to, bring to the channel at some point. There was a time when I thought about bringing Farming World to the channel, but I played a little bit of that and I liked the game, but for me it didn't have much staying power, unfortunately, so I just couldn't play for very long. That's just me. Some people must really enjoy the game, but there's actually another game out called Transocean, which is very similar to it, which I thought was interesting. So. Same idea. Well, not same idea. Transocean is about, shipping company, but just with boats, essentially. Are we going to make it to the end? Come on, let's make it to the end. Then we can go refill. Ooh, we're just going to miss it, I guarantee it. Not so close. Ah, of course. Anyways, let's go fill up some more. This is the funny part about this. Like, when you, oh, we gotta slow down for the ruts here. It's funny, there's like these random ruts right here. I've hit them a few times now by accident, and I'm like, oh look, there's ruts there. Without realizing it. But, that's realistic. If you're driving around a lot on your farm, and especially in muddy areas, you definitely would create ruts. Intentionally or unintentionally, Well, it's always unintentionally. Why would you intentionally make ruts? Unless I guess you have a dirt track, or dirt racing track maybe, even then. I'm not so sure that you would do something like that intentionally, so. Alright, let's go fill up some more manure here. We have 100,000, sweet. Alright, so let's just stop right here. Fill it up, excellent, nice. It's a constant drive back and forth, It's just the way it goes sometimes. You have to fill it up. You can't really do much about it. Not with this system, at least. I wish, like I've said before, it'd be really cool if there was a pipe. Like, let's say I had a pipe that attached to here, and I had like a Whoa, didn't like me getting out there. I had a pipe attached to, like, let's say here, and then I would drive around the field and spray fertilizer or spray slurry. That would be really cool. So I would never have to come back and refill. But of course, I don't know if that's even possible in this game. It would be really neat if you could do it. Like I know, for example, on a couple other maps. Can I actually climb up this? No. On a couple other maps, there are some. Go. Is that full yet? No, it's taking forever. There are some other maps that actually have the ability to have like slurry lagoons, so you can go fill up from the slurry lagoons. I think the one that I'm thinking of is called Made in Germany, which is a really nice map. I actually looked at it a couple times to see what it was like basically, and it is a super cool looking map. However, when I played it last, it had a lot of problems with it, so which is a bit unfortunate because it was a pretty sweet map. Let me just. I think I'm going to stop here for the time being. I think actually, what I'll do is I'll continue fertilizing a little bit off camera, and then we'll come back and hopefully start plowing. I think. Yeah. All right, folks, that'll be it for today. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from Idaho. Catch you guys later.